new head coach, and so she will be heading back to Indiana because that's where she has roots. She played there as a player. She coached in Indiana before.
You won't believe what just happened in the WNBA. A reporter is actually mad that Stephanie White took the Fever coaching job. Can you imagine being upset about your team getting better? But here's the crazy part. They're blaming Caitlin Clark. That's right. They're pointing fingers at the rookie sensation who hasn't even played her first pro game yet. What's really going on here? Let's break it down. Remember last season? The Indiana Fever were in a tough spot. They were stuck at the bottom of the league, and fans were losing hope fast. It was like watching your favorite team hit rock bottom, you know? But then, bam, everything changed in an instant. The Fever won the lottery, and suddenly they had the golden ticket, the rights to draft Caitlin Clark.
Well, I mean, at first I was like, well, wait, are we sure that Steph wants to leave? I mean, there have been conversations that she considered signing an extension with Connecticut. Like, there were a bunch of things that we had been hearing around.
Can you believe it? Just like that, things were looking up. Fever fans were buzzing with excitement. Now picture this. You're a die-hard Fever supporter, and you hear they're not done yet. They're going after a top coach too. The tension was building. Who was it gonna be? Rumors were flying left and right, and everyone was playing the guessing game. Then the big news dropped. Stephanie White is coming back to Indiana.
It is always going to make sure that it makes sense for her family. Even with coming to Connecticut in 2023, it was, does this make sense for my family? She had often said, I didn't even know if I was going to even get back into coaching after Vanderbilt.
Yeah, you heard that right. The same coach who helped them win it all back in 2012. It's like the Fever hit the jackpot twice in a row. For Fever fans, it was like Christmas came early. I mean, think about it. A superstar rookie in Caitlin Clark and a championship winning coach in Stephanie White. That's the kind of combo you dream about. It's insane. White's not just any coach either. She's got deep roots in Indiana. She played there, she coached there before, and now she's coming home. The Fever's management is pumped about it, talking about how her familiarity with the team and her Indiana history are gonna be game changers. And get this, the players are just as excited. Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark were all over social media, hyping up White's arrival. It's like the whole team is ready to turn things around. But here's the kicker. Not everyone's happy about it. Some people are actually mad. Can you believe that? You'd think everyone would be celebrating this dream team combo, but nope, there's actually some controversy brewing. So what's the deal? Why is this fantastic turnaround causing such a stir? Let's dig into the drama and find out why some folks are raining on the Fever's parade. Just when you thought the Fever's comeback story couldn't get any wilder, boom, drama drops out of nowhere. A Connecticut Sun reporter is throwing shade at Stephanie White's move to Indiana, and you won't believe the family emergency that's mixed up in all of this. What's really going on behind the scenes? So here's the deal. Tarika Foster, a sideline reporter for the Sun, is not happy about White leaving, like at all. She's spilling all the tea and it's piping hot. First off, Foster's talking about how everyone thought White was gonna stick around with the Sun. Makes sense, right? They had a good thing going. But then Foster drops this bombshell. There was some kind of family emergency for White during the finals. Yeah, you heard that right. A family emergency. And get this, it apparently delayed White's exit interview with the Sun. Now, Foster's making it sound like White used this as an excuse to bounce. Can you believe that? It's like she's saying, oh, convenient timing for a family emergency, huh? But wait, it gets even crazier. Foster's going on about how it was a mutual agreement for White to leave. But let me tell you, the way she's saying it, you can practically hear the bitterness dripping from her words. It's like she's trying to say, yeah, mutual? Sure, whatever you say. Now here's where it gets really wild. Foster starts talking about White's history in Indiana like it's some kind of crime. She's bringing up how White played there, coached there before, and now she's going back. But the way Foster's saying it, it's like she's accusing White of betraying the Sun or something. Like, how dare she want to go home, right? And just when you think it can't get any more bizarre, Foster brings Caitlin Clark into this mess. Yeah, the rookie sensation who hasn't even played her first pro game yet. Foster's talking about how excited Clark is to work with White, but she's making it sound off. It's like she's trying to say, oh, Clark's all happy now, but just you wait. What's that about? Is she trying to stir up drama before the season even starts? I gotta say, this whole situation is nuts. You've got a reporter basically accusing a coach of using a family emergency as an excuse to leave, making her homecoming sound like a betrayal, and somehow dragging a rookie into the mix. It's like a soap opera, but make it basketball. What do you think is really going on here? Is Foster just bitter? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Okay, now let's talk about Caitlin Clark. You know she's pumped about White coming to coach, right? I mean, who wouldn't be? But here's something that'll blow your mind. White's been watching Clark play since she was in 8th grade. That's wild. Imagine being a rookie and getting a coach who's basically seen your whole career. That's gotta feel good, right? It's like having someone who knows all your moves before you even step on the court. White's seen Clark grow from a middle school kid to a college superstar. She's watched her develop that killer 3-point shot and those insane no-look passes. But here's where it gets interesting. The reporter kind of implies that Clark's excitement might be premature. It's like she's trying to say, sure, Clark's happy now, but she doesn't know what she's in for. What's that about? Is she trying to stir up drama before the season even starts? The reporter talks about how important it is for young stars to have a coach they trust, and she's right about that. But there's this weird undertone, you know? It's like she's hinting that this perfect match might not be so perfect after all. But come on, how could it not be? Think about it. White's not just any coach. She's a former player, a champion, and she knows Clark's game inside out. How is that not a perfect match? White's even called some of Clark's games at Iowa as a broadcast. She's seen Clark in action from every angle. You gotta wonder, is the reporter just bitter, or does she know something we don't? Is she just mad that the Sun lost a great coach? Or is there more to this story? It's like she's trying to rain on this parade before it even starts. But here's what I think. Clark and White could be the dream team the Fever needs. Clark's got the talent and White's got the experience. Together, they could take the WNBA by storm. And isn't that what we all want to see? Some exciting, game-changing basketball. So what do you think? Are you as pumped as I am to see what Clark and White can do together? Or do you think there might be some bumps in the road ahead? Either way, one thing's for sure. All eyes are gonna be on the Fever this season. And I can't wait to see what happens. Just when you thought this story couldn't get any wilder, the fans jumped in and cranked it up to 11. You won't believe how they reacted to the Connecticut Sun reporter's take. They absolutely went off in the comments. One fan didn't hold back, comparing the reporter and her co-host to characters from a Jim Carrey movie. Yeah, you heard that right. They basically called them Dumb and Dumber. Ouch! That's gotta sting, right? But wait, it gets even crazier. Another fan went full nuclear, saying the WNBA needs to clean house of analysts like this. Can you imagine? They're not just disagreeing, they're calling for people to lose their jobs. It's like they're saying, get these haters out of here. The fans are not playing around. But here's the wildest one yet. Someone actually predicted the WNBA will be unrecognizable in 3 years because of takes like this. That's some next level drama right there. It's like they're saying this kind of negativity is gonna change the whole league. Can you believe it? It's pretty clear the fans are pumped about the Fever's future. They're all in on this Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White combo. It's like they're saying, how dare you rain on our parade? They've been waiting for something to get excited about. And now that they have it, they're not letting anyone bring them down. But here's the thing. Are the fans being too harsh? I mean, yeah, the reporter's take was pretty spicy, but is all this backlash really necessary? Or is this reporter really that off base? It's like, where do we draw the line between passionate fans and just plain mean? One thing's for sure though, this whole situation has got people talking. And isn't that what the WNBA wants? More buzz, more excitement, more people paying attention. It's like they say there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? So what do you think this means for the Fever's upcoming season? All this drama, all these high expectations, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on Clark and White. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe this is exactly what they need to light a fire under them and show everyone what they're made of. So, what's all this drama mean for the Fever? Let me tell you, it's gonna be wild. All eyes are on them this season and the pressure's on. But you know what? That might be exactly what they need. Think about it. Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation, teaming up with Stephanie White, the championship coach. That's a combo that could light up the league. The Fever might just become the team everyone's talking about. And isn't that what every team dreams of? Here's the crazy part. Even with all this controversy, the Fever's management is pumped. They're talking about more fans showing up, more people watching. It's like they struck gold twice. Love it or hate it, this shakeup is exactly what the WNBA needs. It's got everyone buzzing, arguing, picking sides. But you know what the real question is? How will the Fever actually play when the games start? That's what I can't wait to see.